And now Young from deep, and he banks it in. Wow, slowing down. And then the feed inside. He picks up the loose ball and banks it in.
Wow.
And Jamani McNeese. Wow. Young inside. Put back will go. And Young up ahead of the pack. Young lays it in.
Basket by Young.
Young steps in the lane, picks off the pass, lays it in.
Yes, they got numbers.
Young flips it up, McNeese tips it in.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of my dear friends. Thank you for hiring me, Bob.
Young.
Oh, man. You know, has been pretty impeccable. To me, they've really started to wear this young guy out.
Rebounds and 5 blocks to go along with it. Young from deep. Teammate shoots the 3. Here's Young. Young going the other way, finds Odoms, and he puts it in.
Young with the ball. You're going to hear that a lot tonight. Backdoor lob, and Manic punches one.
Road win in program history, and despite all of that, this team hasn't even spoken about that win since.
Extreme notoriety. He's going to be ready to go.
Trae Young answers and one. Young galloping in. Nice find in Latin, who punches one home.
Yeah, 2 hands. 2 hands.
There goes Young with the finger roll. 5 straight field goal misses for the Demons. McNeese runs the floor, and Young rewards.
Boy, the Big 12 is shaping up to be a banner year.
McNeese from Young. Young jumps in to grab that loose ball, funnels it ahead to McGusty for the lay-in.
Got some game, and we just saw an example.
Quick trigger 3, good for Trae Young. Trae Young glides the other way, ahead to Pola running the floor, and he took some contact. Young is all alone ahead, but he'll leave it to Odoms.
Just staying in the play. Oklahoma defending well.
Young to the window.
North-south drive, the entire court.
And the answer comes from Young to McGusty. Of the night, Young tried to go over the shoulder. He finds Manic, and he flushes it.
Finishing now.
That's a 2. Just inside the 3.
Got it down to 14 right now.
There goes Young. Easy find to Pola for the lay-in.
They're finding themselves, but come Southland conference time. Boy, great drive rolls. Get healthy, and they could be a strong team. But talk about healthy.
All it took was a
Southland conference time. He could really be a positive for the Demons.
Young weaving.
You know, the umbrella of just learning the system. There's an example.
Trae Young. Oh, my. Trae Young. What might he do this time? How about that?
Alex Robinson getting the first nod on him, but as you see, TCU started a different lineup so that they can swing.
Off the inbound, Manic with the flussies checked in the game. Young pulling up from logo range.
They can take a punch.
Oh yeah. Young, he keeps punching, throwing haymakers. There's only 2 for 8 in the previous 2 games. Young showing the floater, becoming one of his.
Jamie Dixon wants him to take a 3 when it's open. I'm not sure he wants him looking for one in transition.
And what is not open? 50 minutes. Latin to Young. Count it.
OU, and I incorrectly said that was on Lon Kruger, and it was not on him.
Young hit from distance.
Aggressive move to the rim.
Young
Like
back
that.
to Latin on the roll.
Good ball going straight up and down parallel to the backboard. Go through it when you finish.
Step back, Young. Trae Young back in the game. Got about 4 minutes of break. And he's back and he's hot. Oh, Young uncontested for the Horned Frogs with a 1-3 record to show for it. Where'd he go? Trae Young, here I am. Just another point to further emphasize how much of a grind the Big 12 has been. Young does it. Potential guy that beats you?
No, I want to make somebody else do it.
Well, Young wants to be that guy.
10 turnovers.
Robinson almost got another one. The pull-up. Oh! Yes!
All week to see Javon Carter and Trae Young.
Javon Carter in that first meeting had his way with Trae. He's drawn 22 charges this season.
Floater from Trae Young.
He's been there for them all 10 or 11 guys. Oh, you'll love this, Bob.
Beautiful drive from Young.
What you
Trae Young, yes, right around Beetle Bolden. Young for three, knocks it down with a fade, and he just about turned it over. Gets it back from Latin off the front. Young, near midcourt, knocks down a
It didn't hesitate.
Young crosses over, hits another triple. Taken away by Brady Manick. Here comes Trae Young. Scoops it up off the top of the backboard.
Used his length.
Young down the lane, wraps a pass around for his first.
It's Shine initially on Young, trying to follow him, and Trae Young scores for the first time to prove last year Carroll.
And he's been so aggressive in his last 9 games. This pays the deal. And with him, he's so talented, so you see why. But he's got to also make the right
Can do it. Thomas DeZagua, a career 42% three-point shooter with the miss. Young,
this guy is.
well, you're going to have open guys when they collapse on him.
They're sending 4 guys. There's going to be guys open. Right now, Oklahoma's got numbers. Now, off of an offensive rebound, a great time to shoot a three-pointer right there. He just lets it go. Set for Jeffrey Carroll. Flare screen's incredibly hard to defend. Have to communicate. Really fortunate there.
Oklahoma State, which had to bus from Waco after the Monday game because of bad weather. With his 50-plus game hit streak here in Stillwater.
Finally in a rhythm. You look at a guy that transfers into a program late, only has 1 year, you can be in a hurry.
11-point second half for Oklahoma State after 42 in the first. Trae Young, pointing right in front of us, is saying to Joe DeRosa, please don't let Trae Young push off. He's arguing that push-off.
If you're not going to guard him, Tavares Shine is going to step in there and knock the 3 down.
50% of the second half has the wheel. It's at Norman North with the last 2 buckets. Young swerved away. Young, under a minute and a half.
They're going to run at him.
44.
By Trae Young.
Young will penetrate. Old school floater goes down.
That's a shot.
And scoring number 2 in America at 87 points a game as Young scores, and they haven't even. Young to McGusty. Great look. Running the floor is Cam McGusty. Trae Young, there's the floater, and it rolls over the front of the rim.
And he has not, because the coaching staff has done a great job.
Step back 3, there is the first. He finds James. Here comes Young. Cruises in for an easy 2.
Way for him to finish if this is the last game at home.
Well, guess who just got the tip follow? That's Trae Young. Trae Young for 3. That's good.
Shots. They'll come.
Young with a steal. James with a finish.
The assignment of Trae Young. And the freshman fires from the corner. And Trae Young.
The history of the world. Tell you, this guy Trae Young, he's got it.
And a goaltend against
Texas A&M, which is a really good team. And then SMU, solid at home. They've won, what, 20? And is, from Johns Hopkins University, a legendary player. Wild. Oh, my God. He seems to have left his game in the classroom just down the street. Ralph Sampson, class of 2012 in the Hall level. I watched that Clemson-Alabama game last year. That was spectacular. Whoa, what a runner. He came here as a young man. Oh, beautiful.
20 for
movement for Oklahoma is just quicker, sharper, and then you got this guy who can finish.
23.
Whoa. This is a guy, Christian James, who I would not leave open. He had that beautiful over the top.
Backdoor lob to Christian James. Blocks tonight for Kadeem Ladd.
Really? That's a traveling violation.
Off balance, Trae Young.
Young pass underneath, and Manick lays it in, and right away neither can Ladd. It's tipped out and gathered by James. Young, a 3. Got it.
Hey, how ahead up the floor to open teammates. It's a great matchup. Jalen Fisher on him.
Deep 3.
Come on.
Baseline for the Sooners. Young has Odoms ahead.
3rd block shot already.
And the tried to save it, but threw it to the Sooners. Here comes Trae Young, who's checked back in the game. But Gusty driving. It is fouled by Brodziansky.
A pleasure being on.
Hey, Coach, thanks.
Thank you.
Here's a 3 from Trae Young. And Oklahoma takes it. Young, blind pass. McNeese turns a little late, but still shoots.
Oh, my. Yeah, beautiful. Very poised. Took a couple of dribbles to see if a double team was coming.
What a pass to McNeese from Young.
Team is a solid 8-man deep rotation.
Young, wow.
Carry the ball to the backboard and pin it, and it's a bang-bang play, but nice. Oh, my God. Trae Young is just good pass.
McGusty waited patiently.
That's advantage Oklahoma. 75%, second in the Big 12. Trae Young contesting that shot, changing the release point.
Young ties it with 1:12 to play.